So this is another part you never really see. This is like proper rare. Big thanks to Mark Berry for sorting this one out. Something you don't really ever see or you know about when it comes to racing. So this is race control. I'm going to be a bit quiet, but how good's this? You can see all the track, start, finish. And these are the people who deal with it. So, any issues, these are the guys who literally run the racing. As you can see, I'm not going to go too close to the computers. How awesome is this? I mean, so you can see them flying by. Brilliant view. If you look out to sea, see them all around, right up to the top of the hill. And coming down corkscrew there, back onto start finish. There. And these, any issues at all, these are the guys that are going to sort it. So, Mark's just going to jump on and explain who's who. So literally, if you turn it round.
So this side of the room, these two chaps here are the timekeepers. And obviously they've got some people coming to talk to them about probably transponders and stuff at the moment. So the left-hand one, you can't quite see now on shot, is Graham. He's our chief timekeeper. He does about 80% of our rounds this year, hopefully more next year. And John is just the timekeeper who is keeping an eye on every time they pass the beam on the start line or the sectors around the circuit. So if you look out the window, and you can just see on the grass in the middle, I don't know whether we can zoom in or not, there's a little tripod in the middle of the circuit. There you go. So that is the beam that goes across the start-finish line. And every time a bike goes through, it breaks the beam, and there's an aerial within the circuit that picks up the transponder loop. And there's currently a penalty going on as well, which is why there's a penalty board on the start line. Number 47, I believe it's for overtaking under waved yellows. We're in the middle of the endurance race at the moment, so things are slightly different. And then you've got Graham, who is dealing currently with the two clerk of the course on the left-hand side.
So who's the
clerk? The clerk of the course is the one behind the pillar. So come this way a bit. That's Giles. And then the guy who's now behind the pillar again is Nathan. That's his deputy. So they're currently looking at a judicial thing at the moment about a restart from a red flag under endurance.
So any penalties or anything that anyone gets, they have to come in and explain it.
Yeah, these guys issue them up here. And also the camera that you can see on the top there, just behind there, is pointing at the start finish line. And that's the photo finish camera. Yeah. So if you've got
that, is that on there?
No, that's literally a brake beam on the start line. That thing there, yeah, is the photo finish camera.
I honestly thought that was always down on there. You know,
everybody thinks it's that little beam thing there. That literally is just an infrared beam that when a bike goes through, it breaks the beam.
So that one over there is for the transponder.
Yes, transponder, and that is if you get anything very, very close. So two bikes virtually at the same time, you'll see a wheel difference and things like that on that camera. These guys over here, so you've got Nathan, who's currently on the radio, is our deputy clerk, who, if you watched the briefing video this morning, really enjoyed himself on that one. He's trying not to smirk. And then you've got Gemma over there. She's the log at the moment, so she's literally, any time that we get a radio call in, she logs down what's being said and what's happening on circuit. It's all time stamped.
So she's dealing with like all the staff and that.
Yep, so all the marshals. So Nathan's on the radio to all the marshals. And obviously the start line crew have just done a penalty, which is what that one was, if you heard what was going on.
And then here
all the time. Yeah. This is manned right the way through from start to finish of the day. And Gemma literally writes down anything and everything that happens. A marshal sneezes, she types. She's making a log of everything, a written log of everything that's happened throughout the day. So yeah, we go. Hang on. We'll come in with the microphone.
Just saying, you could have up to 600 logs over a week, sort of weekend, depending on how many things happen.
So that could be a retirement, a faller, anything and
that all
everything.
gets put down?
Everything gets written
So
down.
I'll be on one of them. From
You will be
Croft.
somewhere at Croft, yes. We could probably find it.
Yeah.
And then obviously we get updates from medical centre and stuff like that to how riders are, if they've been to med centre or sent off to hospital, etc.
So after you come off, you go to med centre.
Yep.
And then does that come through to here?
Yep,
or?
so we get an email from med centre, so they do digitally with us.
Yeah.
A lot of clubs still do paper copy, and then the rider gets given it, you have to bring it up to race admin or race control, whereas we do it here, it all gets sent direct to race control, so it's easier for you guys as a rider. There's no faffing.
And what are they doing down there?
The guys on the start line. So you've got Ben who stood up looking really happy. There we go, he's waving now.
Yeah.
He's our starter this weekend. And you've got several other bodies down there, so they're prepared for if we do penalties, if a rider crashes, because we're running the endurance, so it's all slightly different. Dave is pointing the speed gun at us. Hopefully we're not going too quick. But those guys are there ready to go, so if somebody falls off somewhere, they'll go and advise the team, because we're in endurance, of what happens, what's happening with the rider, whether the rider can get back, whether they can't get back, and things like that, under the advice of the trusty Nathan on the radio.
Great view.
Oh yes, cracking view. It's the best view in the country.
Which one's Snowdon?
Snowdon is actually over there.
That one?
I think it's that one. I was very close to that one. It is the best.
It's that top back end over
Yeah,
there.
and you can't quite see the banking over
Yeah.
the far side over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But Neil and I have had a conversation. He's going to come and have a look at the race control at Donington at the end of the year, and you'll see a huge difference. So if you watch this one and then watch that one, and make sure you subscribe and do whatever else you do with YouTube. And don't ask me, I don't really know. No problem.
Promoting it for me.
And then the boss man is back now. He's been dealing with something,
Does he
so
make the final
he's the person that makes the final decision.
He's
giving me that look as if to say, "What are we doing?"
Smouldering. That's a smouldering look.
So we might try in a minute to have a word with Giles, but I think he might be a bit busy at the moment while he's dealing with everything else that's going on. And then obviously you've met Tom already, who is very camera shy, who was trying to hide away from the camera when we got him yesterday. So that's race control and timekeeping.
Really? This is brilliant, this, Mark. Thank you.
We might as well, it gives you an insight of what goes on.
And it's like, you would never ever think about coming up here.
No.
Right, it's like, as a racer, you don't even think about this.
No.
Not unless you're in trouble.
You guys think about the marshals because you unfortunately sometimes meet them. You think about the medics, but it's the rest of the people that are in the background that you don't tend to see.
Well, me and Nicky Williams were talking about marshals. As they were getting the briefing, we were talking about marshals this morning.
We do a marshals raffle. If anybody wants to contribute to the marshals raffle, feel free. Marshals at nolimitsracing.co.uk. I thought I'd get a plug in.
Yeah, no, because Nicky really pushes it as well. So.
Exactly.
So you've heard it from No Limits as well, because they don't give the time up, don't they?
They do.
It's like,
none of the marshals get paid. They're all volunteers. They get breakfast, they get a packed lunch, and they get £10 towards their expenses.
Where else can you watch racing for free?
Exactly, and it's the best seat in the house as well.
Yeah. So, right. That's brilliant.
Catch you in a bit, I think is the phrase.
Yep. See you later. Right, so here's something a little bit different. Now, when you're with No Limits, and you are with No Limits all the time, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes, I do other things. I do British Superbikes and 700.
Oh, there you go. So, proper superstar here. This is Giles.
Hello there.
So, Giles is...
So I'm the clerk of the course, so I'm in overall executive control of the entire race meeting.
And generally, you are the gaffer of everything. It's like, you make the decisions.
That's right, I take responsibility and make the ultimate decision, ultimate call on everything.
So if a rider comes to see you, is it normally an explanation they're giving?
It's either that or a request. Some of the requests are quite interesting as well. So, I'd like to ride my CB500 with the thousands or something, barking like that. But no.
Is that Kyle?
Yeah, quite. Something like that and still win. Yeah, exactly. No, it could be anything. It could be a request. It could be coming up for a little bit of a rollicking, use polite words. You never know. You'd be amazed what happens at a race weekend. It's incredible.
How long have you been doing this?
More than 8 years now. We're coming up for 10 years now. So yeah, I'm in my 10th year actually.
Right, and the other ones you do British Superbikes? is it World Super?
So I'm the judicial clerk of the course of British Superbikes, and then I'm the clerk of the course. Also, I have been for a number of years with British Motorcycle Racing Club, but also the Southern 100 road races on the Isle of Man.
Oh, so you do road racing as well?
Proper road racing as well.
So
yeah.
you'll have seen Nicky Williams quite a few times.
Yes, a few. Yeah.
So mainly telling off or like requests from him.
Do you know what? Yeah, always. No, I can always tell when he walks up and he's got that look in his eye. He knows he's done something wrong. And my favourite is when someone comes in and I say, "Okay, what have you done?" And then they tell me something completely different from why they're up in trouble. So I say, "Okay, we'll talk about that later. That's not why you came up."
Right. Do you still love the job?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I used to do club racing myself. I even raced at one point with No Limits very briefly.
All right. In what category?
I did endurance and Premier 1000 when it first came out. The very
Right.
first
So
year.
it's not like you're just blagging and like never been on track. It's like you have been in series before.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I raced.
So you do see it from this side as well, don't you? From the racing
I
side.
think that's important. I think that it's important you have a lot of officials who've actually raced, and most have. Important to have both sides as well. We've got people who've marshalled and done a lot of marshalling, so we want everyone up here and downstairs who's done a bit of everything, understands it. Most important thing is to have empathy for the riders. So, you know, I can say honestly, like we had to disqualify someone earlier on a technical thing. And I could honestly say, well, I've been there because I did have a bike that had too much horsepower and wasn't within the power to weight ratio. And I remember how it felt. It sucked. You know, I worked all those weeks at work, and then you find out that that one thing has taken away your championship points. It sucks, but it's part of the racing. I should have checked my weight first.
Right. So, I better held that way. So, out of all the tracks, which is your favourite?
Oh, it's a difficult one. I would say either Donington. Or potentially Brands GP, one of those two. But
so I did do Brands Donington. So I started last year, and I started here last year. So this was the first ever time I'd been here, and then Donington that was first time, and I loved that. But then first time at Brands this year, so I'm doing full season this year.
Yep.
First time at Brands, and I loved that. Once you got a clear lap, once you got a clear lap of Brands, it like flows.
Yeah, I mean, I've been very lucky. I was instructor for 12 years, and over that time, got all sorts of opportunities to do things, including having Snetterton, probably my other favourite track.
I do like
to myself.
Left-handers.
Yeah,
I love it for lefts.
It's my local track, so I'll be honest, I've worked there for years because I've also worked for MSV for a number of years as one of their duty managers, and I do love Snetterton and the way it is, but in terms of favourites, still Donington and or Brands GP, but I like Snet because on the big bike you can really open it up and see what it can do.
Down there straight, and I just love the left-handers, to be honest, because you don't get anywhere with left-handers so often and so big.
Yeah, Palmer's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, I do love Snet.
Really well designed circuit.
People say it's boring because it's flat, but I love it.
No, just flat doesn't matter. I mean, I think on the bike it's going around corners. I mean, yeah, Cadwell Park's incredible. I think we're really lucky. The foreign riders come over here and they're gobsmacked because, you know, it's not just all big GT tracks. And they see the mountain and say, what on earth is that?
I brought my legs at the Mansfield.
Yeah, I've got a wonky shoulder because of Mansfield, so I think most people have got something from Cadwell.
Right, so if you've got anything to say to riders, what would it be?
Don't come and see me. No, do come and see me if you've got a problem. But in all seriousness, just enjoy yourselves and, you know, don't stop enjoying yourselves. Keep bikes racing forever. I love it. I love the sound. I love seeing look in people's eyes when they get their first trophy or their first race finish. You know, it's that sparkle in
That was me
eyes.
last year here. That like, I come not last, we're second to last, but to me, I'd won.
Yeah,
that first ever race. I'd won.
I remember that. I mean, I finished my first ever race last, and I swore it'd never happen again. It never happened again because it gave me a fire to do. I don't finish last. And then I remember when I got my first trophy, and I just remember the feeling. So, and every time I watch someone do that, I just it comes back, and that's why I do this because that feeling comes back immediately.
Right. Do you want to say anything before I go?
No, enjoy yourself. Enjoy this amazing Welsh sun.
Yeah, and thanks to Giles for this. It is much appreciated. Don't come and see him. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Right, something else that you never ever see, but you will hear if you're out tracks. It's the commentator. So, literally, this is brilliant. This. So, literally, here's the commentator. He's literally looking round all the track and talking through it. He's got TSL timing on and on the main screen, so he's got a couple of screens to use. And this is the top of the building. And he can literally see everywhere apart from right up the top. You can see he's got probably best view. He has probably got best view here, hasn't he, Mark?
He definitely got the best view of any circuit in the country. Quite literally, there's nothing like this anywhere else.
And is he the one that does every single one, or
He does all of our commentary this season, so you'll get him at the circuit. At most circuits, you'll hear him live on TSL commentary as well. So it gives you an opportunity to listen at home as well if you want to. So it's just TSL-timing.co.uk where the live timing is. There's a commentary button bottom right, so you can have a listen.
So is he a no limits guy, or is he a TSL guy?
Neither. He is his own guy.
Independent.
He's independent. We hire him for every weekend, and he comes down and chats a lot. I don't quite know. Particularly at Donington, when we did the 6 hour, I do not know how he talked for 6 hours about what was going on. He has this miracle thing of just keeping talking, and I don't quite know how he does it.
So he's just chatting.
He's not even talking to anybody. He's just talking to everybody.
Do you think he loves racing?
Oh, he does. He's an extra. He races himself.
Oh, there you go.
A Scottish guy races.
Which is what I asked Giles downstairs.
Yeah, he races himself. Doesn't do as much anymore. He does a lot of stuff for a lot of press stuff for MotoGP and stuff like that. So he's kept busy, and we keep him busy on weekends when he doesn't want to do that.
So you can actually see all the way round, and then they come back right round. He has literally got the best view ever here. So if you do want to follow, obviously, don't know if you can see that. That's what you can get on TSL. Plus, you get lap by lap, time by time, and that's where they are on the positions.
Yeah, the online one, you get statistics and all sorts of other stuff as well, so you can look at fastest lap times. Particularly in endurance, there's a lot of information on those. Sprint passes, obviously, there's a lot less information because it's a lot shorter. But there's plenty of it out there. Your sector times, everything you can see on there live. So, yeah.
This guy just literally talks all the time. Obviously, you can listen to him in the pits, but you can, like I said, on TSL it's live as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. And he doesn't talk when we go out for dinner in the evening. He just sits there and listens to everybody.
Gets his voice back.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. Cheers for that.
No problem.
See you later. Right, so obviously we've seen literally everything there is to. We haven't been out with marshals and so forth, but
Not yet.
not yet. Massive shout out to Mark Berry and the man himself. Now
Very
let me
hot and
spin it
sweaty
right.
now. Oh no.
So this is Mark Berry. Now, Mark, how long have you been with No Limits?
I originally started in 2012 when No Limits Racing started. I left in 2017 and I came back at the start of this season. So it's a baptism of fire coming back.
Right. Do you love bikes?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ridden before?
I've got a road license, but I've not got a bike at the moment. I used to do a lot of stuff with BSB and everything else. So I used to be deputy clerk there for BSB.
All right, that's cool.
So,
especially after split.
Yeah.
So after we've just seen what a clerk does.
Exactly.
So
it keeps you on your toes. It really does.
And out of all the tracks, have you got a favourite?
This one's my favourite.
Is it?
This is my original start. My original start in motorsport was here.
Right.
My checker flagged and I started the first race on a new circuit as it is today. First motorcycle race back in, I can't remember what year it was. I'm not looking at a sign over there that tells you 2007. When the new building was, when the new circuit was built, and we were 100 Motor Club many moons ago.
Right, so this is your actual favourite.
Yeah.
Can I ask why we don't do the other bit?
Watch this space is the phrase I'm going to say to you. Let's not talk any more about that, but leave it with me.
Brilliant. I didn't even know that was going to be a thing. I just thought I'd ask.
Can't tell you too much at the moment, but you know, it's coming.
Yeah. I noticed, apart from British Superbikes, are we only ones that get Brands GP?
Yes, we are.
That's
so
cool.
Brands GP have very few dates that are available to race at them. They do a lot more track days, but it's to do with licensing and noise and things like that. And it's one of the hardest circuits to get a date at. And unfortunately, a few years ago, Giles is just running under the camera. Unfortunately, a few years back, another club decided that it wasn't viable for them, and we scooped it up straight away. And it's now one of the highlights of the year for us. It's an expensive round. That's the problem. And you know, everyone turns around to us and says your entry fees are quite high. It's the cost of the circuit for us. That's what determines the entry fee.
It is a unique.
It is.
I wouldn't like to do the short one, the Indy.
No, the Indy's a bit of an interesting one.
That'd be
you either love the Indy or hate the Indy.
That'd be like Mallory.
I remember the second year of doing the endurance at Brands Indy, and we had 45 seconds to clear the grid after the start, and we did it in 21, and I was really shocked.
And obviously Donington, we visit it twice a year.
Yep.
I quite like that.
It's a firm favourite, Donington.
Yeah.
And again, we get a lot of people go, why do you only do the GP circuit? Why do you not do the national?
I'm
Watch
glad
this
they do.
space.
I'm glad. No, I prefer that GP. I prefer the longer ones.
Have you done the national?
No, I don't want to.
You might be surprised at the national. You never know.
I'll probably get lapped. No. I do like Melbourne, to be honest.
Okay.
It's very challenging and I quite like it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't seem to, but I do like that Donington GP circuit.
It could be worse. You could be doing Knockhill and Knockhill backwards.
It's closer to me.
Where it is for you, yeah.
Yeah.
3 hours though, early man, isn't it?
yeah. Right. If you got anything to say to any riders, what would it be?
Just behave. Be nice. Be kind.
What about
read your final instructions. Can't say that anymore to people.
What about if you was like me? I'm a newcomer. Like my first full year at racing.
Yeah.
What would you say to them sort of people?
If you're thinking about having a go, do it. You live once at the end of the day, and if you don't do it, you'll regret it. As soon as you find out how much fun it is, you will regret it. Regret not doing it before, won't you, Neil?
Yes. Oh no, I love it. I love it. Hence, I do this. I mean, so with that, I'll let Mark sign out.
No problem at all. Thank you very much, guys, and have a good one.